Hello world. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Uh, Sorry it's been so long since I've been on, and I haven't done any of my videos that I was doing. Just things in my life have gotten really super stressful over the past year or so. Uh, Everything from an abusive boss and coming into work getting yelled at for stuff that wasn't done when I wasn't even at work, when I was off work, getting yelled at because of everything I did or everything I didn't do. I could be making hot dogs out the rear end, and there'd be a customer standing at the register, two other employees floating around the store, but I get yelled at because the customer at the register wasn't being waited on. So that's the kind of stressfulness I was putting up with there. I had been looking for a new job, and things just weren't working out. Every time I would go to apply to a job, for some reason, just things wouldn't work out. Everything boiled up to a head, and I was tired of the terrible things he was saying about me that was coming back to me, which I don't know what he thought he was accomplishing, or whether he thought that the people weren't going to come back and say nothing to me or something. But unfortunately, yes, they did come back and say to me what he had said, and so I just started telling everybody else stuff he was saying about them, and he didn't like that, and decided that he was going to they decided they were going to let me go. The night that I was let go, his wife, who was actually the owner of the store, came to me and told me that he wanted to take me for a drug test on Monday, which I was fine with that. I didn't have no problem. Even though, because I had quit smoking pot quite a long time before that, because I'd heard from other people that he had done ran around telling. He never could say anything to anybody's face. He had to go around tell everybody else. And then they came back and told you. That's just the way he was. He wouldn't say stuff to your face. He'd say it behind your back, and then everybody come back and tell you what he said. But he had said that he was going to have me drug tested, and he didn't care what he found in my system, even though many times throughout the time I worked there, he told me he didn't care if I smoked pot as long as I didn't do it when I was coming to work. But he said he was telling all these other people that he didn't care what he found in my system. He was going to fire me, so I quit smoking pot, which pretty much made him mad. And then going back up to where we're at when I was let go, his wife told me he wanted to take me for a drug test. Fine and dandy, I was ready to go. Like I said, it'd been a long time, and pretty much smoking any pot was out of my system. And after she told me he wanted to do that, she says, "But I don't want to do that. I don't want you here anymore." Okay, so that means I'm fired. So why would I go take a drug test on Monday for a job I was fired for on a Saturday? They tried to play that with unemployment and tried to keep my unemployment from coming in. Then they tried to tell unemployment I was working at this job, I was working at that job, I was doing this, I was doing that. And it was crazy. Every place I went to and put in an application, somehow he knew where I had been, and was turning it in saying that I was working there, and I wasn't telling anybody where I was going, really. And I'd have people coming up to me saying, "Oh, you're working here. Oh, you're working there." And just 10 minutes prior to that, I'd just put an application in. So I don't know how he was finding out where I was going, but somehow, I guess. And then on top of everything else, Shane and I split up, so that really put a lot of stress on me, and had a lot of worrying going on there. But I guess things are going pretty alright now. I've got another job. Don't really want to say where it's at because I don't want to have any problems there um, with my former boss, because he's been causing problems trying to make it so I couldn't get a job. Matter of fact, one of the jobs I had applied for, I had to go back and get a statement from them saying that I was not working there, and pretty much that ruined my chance of getting a job there. Because, obviously, if they're already going to have problems with my former boss before I'm working there, what would it be like after? So, needless to say, I never got the job. Like I said, it's been total and complete hell over the past year or so, and I'm gonna get back to making my YouTube videos again. Don't know about the subscriber recruiting. That wasn't really going nowhere, but I do thank each and every person who has subscribed to my channel and who has become friends with me here on YouTube. I'm glad to have all of y'all. And I will soon be getting myself back together and making some more videos. So until next time, I'll be seeing you on the YouTube.